Okay, so we talked about this one. So we have, are you ready for your trip to Costa Rica? Yeah, see, I have t-shirts, shorts, sandals, and sunscreen. Where are you going to go exactly? The beach and the mountains, all over really. And then, it's warm at the beach, but in the mountains, it can be cool. Really? Yeah, so you should take a sweater and a jacket. Good idea. Anything else? It rains sometimes, so you should take a raincoat. Okay, I will. Thank you for telling me. So she accepted her advice. She said, there's a raincoat, take a raincoat. Okay, good idea. I'm going to do that. So she accepted it. If she wanted to refuse it, she'd be like, no, it's fine. I'm okay. Okay. Accepting, yes, great idea. Thank you. And refusing, no thanks. I'm fine. Okay. The other thing is, when do you think it's a good idea to go to Costa Rica? So, is it a good idea to go to Costa Rica in the summer? Okay, yeah, maybe it's a really good idea to go to the beach in Costa Rica in the summer. So, when would you recommend going to Costa Rica? Maybe Costa Rica rains sometimes. It's not a good time to go sometimes, or maybe if you go to Canada, is it a good time to go to Canada in the middle of the winter? Maybe not. Maybe it's just too cold, or maybe you really like skiing, so it's a good idea. So, when's a good time to go? When is a good time to go? It's up to you. And yeah, and that's awesome. The next one I'm going to talk about how to be generous. We did this called Pay It Forward, talking about the coffee in Italy. So we'll go over that one. Okay. So again, you want to go back over and look at the words that are here, and this is on pages 67, and we want to learn all the vocabulary on this page, and then talk about how people are generous. In this chapter, we talked about in Italy, they have coffee and they buy coffee for each other, and that is the way that they are generous. Okay, how about people who help each other? So this is on page 67. Let's go over the vocabulary one more time. So, a kind person is helpful. They do nice things. They are warm and friendly with everybody. They say hello to friends, family members, and even strangers. They are they are generous. They give their time and money to each other. So generous is mean you give to other people. Okay? Like you give your time, or you give your money, or you give lots of presents to somebody. That is being generous. Okay? Please remember the word generous. Generous. Somebody who is generous is always giving to somebody. So you can remember G, G. They both start with G. So generous, giving. Okay. They are not selfish. They think of other people first. Okay, and kind people often work in caring jobs like nursing and teaching. Kind people bring other people together, and other people admire kind people. Other people really like, okay? Admire means you really like somebody, so that is admire. Admire means that you really like somebody. And yeah, so really liking somebody means admire. And pretty sure that covers most of everything. Yeah, I think that covers most of everything there. So this is the coffee one. Again, we're talking about how to be generous. So picture this, you're in a cafe in Naples, and a businessman enters and orders an espresso. He looks like he's in a hurry. He drinks his coffee quickly, and before he leaves, he pays the bill. But strangely, he pays for not one coffee, but two. After the man leaves, the barista writes the word "Soppresso" on the receipt and hangs it in the window. Soppresso, or suspended coffee in Italian, is a tradition of kindness. It started in Naples. It was popular during World War II. And at that time, people wanted to help their neighbors. After that, it became less popular. Recently, though, more people are doing it again because of the stories of kindness on the internet. There is also a popular movie called Cafe Espresso and Coffee for All. When you buy espresso coffee, you pay for one extra cup of coffee so that a stranger can get one for free. And usually a person with extra money pays for 2 coffees and leaves their receipt behind. Maybe the next customer is having a bad day, or they don't have much money. The free coffee tastes delicious and is helpful to them. This generous act doesn't happen only in Italy. People in other countries like Sweden and Brazil are also paying for 2 coffees and drinking only one. Why do people do it? Well, everyone likes to get a free coffee now and they feel good. And the person who buys the coffee feels good too. So the person who is buying the coffee to other people is generous. Okay? Generous and so this is a way that people are generous and kind to each other. So in Italy, usually you buy 2 coffees, one for yourself and one for somebody else. So that is a cultural thing that they do. And yeah, so you can read over it one more time if you want by yourself. Okay, and the last thing we'll go over is Unit 6 and just, using past tense to do I remember something. Okay, so I'll go over page 80 just real fast. Okay, so I remember the first time I ate chicken, or I remember the first time I ate my first cake, something, okay? I remember when I buy is bought, and I remember when I bought my first watch, or I remember when I bought my first necklace, or something like this. I remember the time I went to somewhere, and I remember the first time I saw, and I remember the day I met, and I remember when I got my first job. So just kind of remember some of the past tense irregular verbs. They're really hard, so those would be nice to remember on your test. Okay. And then, I remember the first time I ate something. You should be able to respond something like that. And I remember when I bought something. Okay, so again, that is units 1 through 6 in your book. And I hope that you have a very nice day, and I hope this was helpful for you to practice. You can go over your quiz, and maybe some of these were helpful for answering it. If not, please study on your own and finish that out. This should be helpful for your exam next time, okay? And have a very nice day. Bye-bye.